Morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Royber, and I'm one of the directors and co-founders of Neptune Cargo Network, the first and biggest NVOCC and LCL Cargo Network. On behalf of our team, a warm welcome to our Neptune Network Orientation Meeting. Before we start our program, we would like to request for you to switch to speaker's view, please. Today's orientation will last around 40 minutes or so. And to start off the program, we will have a community open mic that is open to everyone, which my partner Niels will be conducting. So Niels, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. Hi, Christian. Thank you for the introduction. Good evening from the West Coast. I'm in Vancouver, Canada, and a very warm welcome to you all. Like Christian already said, my name is Niels, and I'll be hosting the community open mic for a few minutes. It's a 5-minute session where you get a chance to introduce yourselves to the audience here, who you are, which company you work for, and which country you're from. So if you could please kindly turn on your video so that I can see you and then I can find you, and I'll call out your names. And if you could give us a quick hello, I would much appreciate that. So let me start with the first one that I see here, and that's Brian Hoy.
Okay, thanks. Well, Neil, hello.
Yes.
Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Thanks for your allow me for introduction. Okay, my name's my Vibo. You can call my English name Brian.
Okay.
And
What
I'm
company?
from my company name Neptune Cargo Logistics.
From which country?
We are from Cambodia.
All right, great.
Yeah, from Cambodia.
Thank you, Vibol, for your introduction.
Yeah.
I'd like to say a word. I would like to hear from Michael Even. Michael?
Hi. Do you hear me?
Hi, yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Hi, Michael Evan. I'm from Mayan Group in Israel. We are members of Neptune. I'm the VP commerce of the company. I came to my position 2 months ago. So I would like I just wanted to know the network. So this is the reason that I'm participate in this meeting, just to know the network, maybe the new members, and all the details that I can get from this meeting.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Michael. You've come to the right place. The purpose of this orientation meeting is to give everybody a little bit of an insight of what Neptune is, what it stands for, what we've done in the past, and what we're looking to do in the future. So you've come to the right spot. Thank you very much for introducing yourself. I'd like to say hello to Alvin Park, please. Hi, Alvin. Alvin, are you there? I think he's frozen. All right, let me move on to the next one that I see here. Bernadette Rominique.
Yeah, Ruminke. Hi, good evening to you, and good afternoon to the rest, and good morning to others. I'm Bernadette. I'm just observing, and we came from another network, so we're just checking to join the network. So we're just looking at how it goes, and we're looking for partners, though we are working with some agents worldwide. Or we're a member of another network, so we'll see. I'm based in the Philippines, so we do basically what you're doing, both air and sea, import, export, and nationwide in the Philippines we do serve.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for your introduction. Manish Saha.
Yeah, good afternoon, good morning to everyone. This is Manish Shah from India, Manish Cargo Container Lines Private Limited. We are at Bombay based and operating all over India. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Manish, for your introduction. I would like to say hello to Konstantinos. Hi, Konstantinos. How are you?
Hello. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Very nice to meet you, everybody. I'm from Piraeus, Greece. We are neutral NVOCC serving the Southeastern Balkans, and I'm very excited to meet you all guys and check for any possible opportunities.
Great. Thank you for your introduction. I'd like to say hello, good evening to Ciaran Keys. I'm sorry if I mispronounce her name.
Good morning. My name's Kieran Keys, and good morning from Dublin, Ireland. We are TCB Group. We operate in Ireland and the UK.
All right, excellent. Thank you. And maybe one more, Laurenitu Giba or Jiba.
Hello. Good day to all of you. I'm Laurențiu Giba from IB Cargo, Romania, and I'm representing the LCL department. We are with Neptune since the beginning, and we see what is new for what is waiting us in the future.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Thanks for your introduction. All right, time to move on. Thank you very much for everybody that introduced themselves today. We'd like to move on to the network introduction. This segment is a video that Christian has compiled for us, which basically introduces the group to you. If we can please roll the video.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. On behalf of our Neptune Cargo Network team, it is our pleasure to welcome you all to our Neptune Network Orientation. During this orientation, you will learn all the ins and outs of the Neptune directly from the founders. Before I begin with introducing Neptune to you, I will guide you through our agenda for today. Today's program will last around 30 minutes or so with the following program. After my presentation about Neptune, we will be having an open Q&A to answer all the questions about our network, followed by a keynote presentation and then our after movie from our last conference. Neptune Cargo Network is a network for consolidators and LCL forwarders under the company RW Solutions, which is a network management company that we have founded in Hong Kong in 2002. And we are operating our company out of the Philippines. RW Solutions, meanwhile, has 8 forwarding networks that are into industry niches. We believe that networks should be themed according to their handling advantages and interests for members to engage into more meaningful business exchanges, with more qualified networking across the various brands. At present, we have more than 1,000 members from 100 countries under the RW umbrella, Neptune being the second biggest network that we have. Now let me introduce to you who we are. Neptune Cargo Network is the first and biggest global NVOCC and LCL cargo network, which started in 2016 and now has more than 220 consolidators and LCL forwarders in 65 countries. We started our network strong, attended by 140 delegates during our kickoff meeting in Bangkok, Thailand in 2017, increased to 180 attendees in 2018 in Shanghai, China. Then we grew over 230 participants in our last meeting in Manila, Philippines in 2019. Despite the pandemic, we managed to hold our 4th annual partnership meeting in Dubai last May, attended by 210 consolidators and LCL forwarders. Our Neptune family is truly growing with a global presence of 65 countries, and now we are glad to welcome you on board. Now let me jump straight into the benefits of being part of Neptune Cargo Network. Neptune is virtually represented in every corner of the globe, and by being part of the network, you will enjoy instant access to consolidating partners from all over the world that you can rely your business on. Being part of Neptune means that you will only work with trusted, screened, and reliable consolidators. Every new member application undergoes a due diligence to screen the company's financial stability, market reputation, sales strength, and length in operation. All members are likewise subjected to our code of ethics and guidelines of the network, which must be followed and adhered at all times. Members who have been reported and proven to be unethical in the line of business will be subject to probation. Although Neptune assures that every member is diligently screened, the network still wants to make sure that all your billings are paid. The network has a payment protection program with 5,000 immediate dispute protection, which will increase to 20,000 US dollars depending on the years of your stay with the network. Through our annual conference, we reduce your costs of traveling to several countries as Neptune conducts an annual partnership meeting in different countries every year. In this meeting, you'll be able to meet and build contacts with hundreds of agents in one place. The annual conferences and meetings must be attended by Neptune members to fortify their relationship with other members. We promote our members and their services to the logistics industry by attending exhibitions in different parts of the world, including Intermodal, Break Bulk China, FIATA, the Freight Summit, and many more. Aside from attending leading exhibitions, we also distribute our agency list through our global database of around 40,000 freight forwarders. We have recently launched our brand new Neptune mobile app where you can access our directory and agency list of consolidators and LCL forwarders anytime, anywhere, in just a few clicks. This is an exclusive information environment to keep up to date with members, message each other, and have a look at the social wall. We would like to invite you to attend our Neptune Cargo Network's 5th annual partnership meeting in May 17 to 20, 2013 at the Rivery Saigon Hotel in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. Don't miss the chance to meet with consolidators, NVOCC, and LCL forwarders worldwide. Thank you for sharing your time in attending our network orientation. Welcome to Neptune Cargo Network, the first and biggest NVOCC and LCL cargo network in the world. Stay safe and healthy during this time, and I look forward to welcoming you to Neptune very soon. All right, thank you very much, Mashi, for showing us this video. So now that you know who we are moving on to the next segment, which is the question and answer segment. And I will start off with the most common questions first. I will pose them to Niels and I'll ask Niels to answer them. And then afterwards, we will then open the segment up to any other questions. So let me start with the first question. Hold on a second. There we go. How many members do we accept per country? And how many members do you have in my country particularly?
Right. So at the moment, we accept up to 10 members per country. If the network believes that we can grow this number to 15 members per country or 20 members per country, then we may do that in the future, but only if we have achieved a balanced, let me say, growth of the network in other territories as well. We definitely want to avoid a scenario where you have 20 members in one country and only one member in another country. This is, of course, unbalanced and will not lead to any productive business relationships within the network. So we want to approach the growth in a balanced manner. Now, for those that are interested to find out how many members we have in your particular country, please just share your email address in the chat box and we'll be happy to let you know how many members we have in your particular country.
Okay. How about background checking? How do you background check your partners?
Yes, that's obviously a very important aspect when joining or when working with another agent. You want to make sure that they're reliable. Obviously, you join a network because you want to make sure that the network has done its proper due diligence and background checking on the particular freight forwarders or partners that you choose to work with. So we do this through various means. We work with third-party providers, data providers, FDRS, local associations, and of course, you can check company names and personal names online, and there are records that you can find specifically on fraud also. where we have information available. Plus, we've been in this networking business since 20 years. So we do have our own internal database also on particular blacklists or on companies that you shouldn't be working with. So in that field, I think we have a vast set of information available to help us find and make sure that we work with the right agents.
Okay. And how much credit do you provide to your partners, and how do you protect yourself?
Right. So that's, of course, also another important aspect. Many times when you work with a partner, you give each other credit that hasn't really been clarified, or you might be assuming, oh, I'm part of this network now, so this agent has to give me 30 days or 60 days credit. Well, it's not always like that. First of all, giving credit requires mutual agreement. So your payment terms have to be clarified before working with each other. It seems very obvious, but not everybody does that. We don't impose specific credit terms to our members. If you agree to 0 credit, then you know it's cash on delivery, or it's payment immediately. But if you equally agree to 60 or 90 days, then that's also totally fine, as long as both agents agree to it. Now, payment protection is another matter. We want to make sure that that your transactions are payment protected, and it's very important that you both agree to the payment terms, first of all, and that the payment terms are within 60 days in order for the payment protection to be active, and you know, so that avoids any potential future disputes, of course. Now, that's one of the reasons why many companies decide to join a network, is to have payment protection in place and to have a basic guidance on payment terms as well, which we can provide.
Okay. That would be all from my side for the, let me say, the more common questions. We're opening up the floor for any other questions, of course. This is why we're here, to answer to them. And if you're too shy to do it over the video, then please just mention it in the chat box and we'll be happy to answer your questions.
Okay, any volunteers for questions? Or if you do have any questions, feel free to just ask them here or type them in the chat box. Let me take a quick look in the chat if there's any questions there.
Hello.
Yes, Ibo.
Okay, I have a question. When I try to register for the member, and then I saw 2 different kinds of consolidator. You classify as a wholesaler and retailer. So why is there is two type of this classification?
Right.
The reason why we have 2 classifications is because one is into the wholesale segment. Wholesale LCL providers are basically only targeting freight forwarders, and those are the ones that we call neutral consolidators. Those neutral consolidators like to work with other neutral consolidators all over the world. And this is the reason why we also separate that in our agency list. The neutral consolidators are marked as neutral, and ones that are into LCL forwarding, developing their consolidations with direct customers, those are the LCL forwarders. So the reason why we like to maintain 2 different lists is because for the neutral consolidators, it's very important to know that you're working with another neutral consolidator. I hope that helps answer the question.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. I would like to understand how the network is working. For example, in Israel, there are 4 members. Now, when an agent globally have an import shipments to Israel and DDU or DAP or DDP terms, should he terms to all the members, or he choose only one member that he knows? from the network? How it works?
Yes.
Sorry, Christian, yes, go ahead.
So basically, if you have, so I didn't understand the question very clearly. If you have an inquiry, yeah.
I will repeat. There are 4 members, for example, in Israel. Now, when one of the agents of the network is have shipments to Israel, for example, on DDU terms, and he needs to get the local charges, do we have any commitment that the agent should turn to all the members, or choose only one that he used to work with?
We don't have any, let me say, network rules which define who you are allowed, how many you are allowed to inquire with. Normally, normally the way it works is you will typically inquire with somebody that you came across in the meetings with, that you're personally comfortable dealing with and trust, right? So this is one thing that we like to bridge. But we don't have any policy saying you're only allowed to inquire with one agent or so. Basically, the one that has the most competitive offer or the most interesting, I don't know, approach towards that will gain the business, of course. So just to answer the question, we don't have any policy on whom to work with and how many to particularly inquire with at this point.
Okay, now most of the traffic is going, it's ocean shipments. What about air shipments?
Well, the theme of this network is ocean shipment, particularly for consolidations. However, many of the companies are not only focusing or not only have one department, they have several departments. Of course, you're open to collaborate with them on any mode of transport. Nobody is stopping you from doing that, of course, right?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, any other questions? If not, we shall move on to our next topic.
Okay, I can have one more question.
Yes.
Okay, like you say that in one country there are more than maybe now you limit 10 members in one country.
Yes.
So in case for example, I am in Cambodia, and then I want to have want to connect a member or want to have a business to, like to say, to China.
Yes.
So like that, can we ask you as a ID or recommendation which member is a better one or a strong one?
Right. So us, we as the network management, we will remain neutral in that respect. We will provide you the contact details of the agents in China, of course, or you have access to their contact details, of course, and you will inquire directly with them. But we will not say, oh, this agent is better than the other agent. That's something we will not do. Every agent has their own unique strengths and weaknesses. So it is entirely up to you to establish relationships with the community, of course, and find out the individual strengths and weaknesses from those agents. And they will be, of course, telling you what they can handle and what they cannot particularly handle. And we as a network, we cannot make that recommendation. And also we don't necessarily know what specific strengths a particular agent may have. Maybe we are not fully aware of the capabilities of everyone. So we just want to make sure that everybody is, let me say, diligently screened and reliable. And then step 2, it's for the agents such as yourselves to work with one another and develop business with each other.
Yeah. I think I would like to add there too that when joining a network, we should not assume that the only tool that we have is the agency list in front of us. but also to commit to joining the meetings and to meet your partners and to explore the capabilities of the partners directly by meeting them personally, by shaking hands personally, and having that understanding after being able to attend a meeting. The meetings are very, very important for you to build that trust, that relationship beyond the agency list, of course, right? So one that is joining Neptune should also keep in mind to make use of the full potential of the network by meeting your partners in person and developing that relationship in person also, right?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you. I'm just taking a look here at the chat box. Bernadette was asking a question. Do you only work with consolidators as mentioned in the presentation? Guardian plan for new members is up to how much? Well, our network Neptune is a consolidation network, a consolidators group. There are forwarders also into LC that are active in LCL, and as Christian mentioned, some of the forwarders have other departments, such as, you know, an air freight department or a projects department. But the focus of this community is really LCL and consolidations. So if you do have an expertise in that domain, then you definitely want to be part of this group. Or if this is an expertise that you want to develop in the future, then you are definitely at the right space, because we have some of the best consolidators part of this community. With regards to the payment protection and payment terms, we can email you all the details, specific details to the payment protection plan that we have in place there. We'll be happy to do that. Okay, let's move on so that we stay on time with our schedule. I would like to introduce now a keynote presentation that Christian has made. It's a video on how we can compete with multinationals. Please roll the video.
How do independent forwarders compete with multinationals? Multinational forwarders are having all-time high profits during the pandemic and seem to be dominating the market. Since they have a complete network of own offices to work with, which independent forwarders don't have, some customers think that independent forwarders are not serious in their business. Multinationals have it easy with finances compared to independents. As independents, we are not owned by governments or banks and are unable to buy our customers like the big guys do. And without long-term service contracts with shipping lines and airlines, where do we get the space to sell to our customers? You may even start believing that our IT systems are not updated, but is that really true? The world of independent forwarding is actually the total opposite of what the industry and customers might think. Independent forwarders are all over the world, and there are more than 100,000 active companies, which represent 50% of the total market share. While we do not have offices worldwide, it gives us the flexibility to choose who we want to work with. And if that is the case, we choose to work with the best option in the market. Even if we do not have shipping line and airline contracts, we do have valuable long-term connections with carriers. We have long-standing management teams, unlike the multinationals do, since we are mostly family-run and our service comes straight from the heart for the love of our families. And since we do not have a changing management every 3 to 4 years like multinationals do, we really know what we're doing much more than what a multinational will ever understand. We can take quick decisions to keep ourselves competitive compared to multinationals that take a long time to get things right. And that is why we believe in understanding our customers better by building relationships that help shippers and consignees move their cargo the best possible way. For us to stay in business, we need to offer solutions that customers can trust. Because we are so many, IT companies have recently switched their focus to serving the independent forwarders market instead of the multinationals only. This means that we have the latest technology at our disposal. And when we decide to get into things, we do it right by setting up highly specialized teams in niche fields of logistics that multinationals are not equipped to handle. From hand-carrying goods for ultra-urgent shipments to temperature-controlled cargo for pharma and food products, independent forwarders are more serious than what a multinational can brag about. With many of us heavily invested in equipment like trucks, warehouses, cranes, and loyal teams, we can maintain a more stable service level you can rely your business on. So the next time you need to decide if you should work with a multinational or an independent, think about this video and hopefully you will be reminded that working with independent forwarders is the way to go. As everything that we do is personal, and companies that value the personal touch will always be able to give better solutions to their customers now and in the future. Okay, thank you very much. So we will move on to the next segment. Why should you join Neptune Cargo Network now? We are offering a special membership rate for those who have attended our orientation meeting today. Aside from connecting with more than 220 consolidators and LCL forwarders in 65 countries, below are some of the benefits that that will help you decide to be a member now. Enjoy our offer inclusive of 1 free pass in our upcoming 5th annual partnership meeting. Once you become a member of the network, your company will be announced and promoted as part of the global network to all our consolidators, LCL forwarders, and global database of freight forwarders to further promote business amongst the network. You will then be added to our network agency list where you can identify the payment habits of our other members. You will also have access to our mobile and web intranet and WhatsApp community where you can exchange leads, businesses, and interact with other members. And finally, you will be able to attend our 5th annual partnership meeting on May 17 to 20, 2023 at the Reverie Saigon Hotel in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, where you will have the opportunity to meet with other partners face-to-face. Well, that's pretty much it. Feel free to contact the Neptune team to proceed with your membership application, or if you have any further questions, of course. Niels?
That's right. Thanks, Christian. So to officially end our program, we would like to showcase our Neptune After movie. It's basically a video of our last conference that was held in Dubai this May.
The overall experience was amazing. After 2 years of not traveling, this was again a good opportunity to meet some old friends, to meet new friends.
Well, Neptune is a consolidators network. We have around 210 members here in Dubai right now. Definitely nice to be back after 2 years here in Dubai. The last conference we had was in Manila. So after 2 years, finally everyone gets to meet each other and gets to interact and gets to network again. We're very happy to see a lot of new faces here, but of course a lot of old faces too.
I'm 100% sure that this will give us a lot of new business.
right. Thank you very much for joining the Neptune Orientation Meeting. I hope you had a good time today. For those that are already interested in being a member now, you may drop your email address here at the chat box, and our team will get in touch with you shortly. We would also like to know your feedback on today's network orientation meeting. So we will be launching our survey right now. Feel free to answer it now. Your feedback is most valued, of course. Once again, thank you very much for your time, and we hope to welcome you to our Network Cargo Network community very soon.
Thank you very much, everybody, also on behalf of our team. And it was a pleasure hosting you today. And I do hope to see you in the very near future at our next event in Ho Chi Minh, Saigon. It would be great to see you there. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.